Yeah.
Hey, everybody. We're a little tardy today. I was stuck in traffic. It's your girl, Crystal, and my bestie, Mr. Mac, in the building. Today, we coming to y'all with another candid conversation, another episode of When Life Talk. Today, we're going to talk about, ladies, what would you do if your fiance, significant other, asks you to be celibate until marriage, asks you to have no sexual contact until marriage? When I say sexual contact, that's intercourse, foreplay, nothing whatsoever. He just say, you know what, I want to be with you on a deeper, better, you know, connection, and I don't want to be, I guess, blindsided by or just stuck on the sexual part of it. Let's come together on a deeper connection and let's get married and let's not have intercourse. So when it's time and we say I do, and it's, the night after the wedding, it can be explosive. So yeah, that's the topic today. So what would y'all do? Would you agree with it, or would you say no? Because in some sense, I guess we can kind of go either way with it though, for real. Because in
No,
a sense, you can,
we want to hear what the lady got to say.
what I'm saying, we can go either way with it, because would it be sex in a sense of we having sex already, but then we just not gonna have sex when it's time to, like a week or a month or whatever before the wedding? Could we say it's no sex period? When I say no sex period, is it in the sense of shit? After I say I do, it is what it is. You get what you get, and that meaning it could be, damn, I didn't marry this, I didn't marry this man, and he ain't even doing it for me. Like he ain't even satisfying me. But I'm saying I do.
Well,
So do I stay in the situation? Do I, you know what I'm saying?
well,
Talk to him to say, damn, baby, this ain't how you pleasing me, but let me teach you. Or what do I do? I get an annulment.
hey, it's a catch 22. Because let's just be honest. All right. Y'all know me. I was sitting over here chuckling. Happy Wednesday, by the way. I know she said it, but I'm gonna say it. Man, this topic when we seen it, it was very interesting. You know what I'm saying? If that man tell you to wait, that man say he want to wait, and like she say, we'll switch roles and role reversal. But if that man say wait, do you have the willpower and the capacity to hold out? Now, like I say, different variables. It could be the beginning. If it's at the beginning, and he approaches you and say, "Hey, I want you to be my concubine, my significant other," and y'all going on their path of getting married, it may take y'all a year, 18 months to get married.
Right.
Can you do it? And as y'all come on in, I know we was a little tardy. Hey man, send them chats. We want to know what you would do in this situation, because you know what? I'm gonna give you the scenario. I just said it.
You know what though, women's we can't, like, I've been in a situation where I haven't had any, you know what I'm saying, for like a year.
Yeah,
Women, we can go a long time without not, you know what I'm saying, not having anyway. But I guess it's different when you have a person laying beside you in the same bed.
absolutely. So y'all in that moment, like I said, that scenario, we just give us we'll do a little scenario.
Okay,
So
come with it.
it's gonna be 18 months before we get married. And I say, hey babe, I want to practice this abstinence, this celibacy. You know what I'm saying? So we can have that. We want to get that connection. We want to get that understanding, because we all know we're adults on this show, even though we have children might be watching. As Crystal always say, once you start having sex and all that good stuff, and some soul ties tied up in between. Y'all gave you a little shout out. Don't get too happy, because that's the only time I'm probably going to talk about it. All right. So when you become intimate, intimacy clouds judgment. A lot of folks don't want to admit it, but it do. Male or female, it does.
Right.
So if I'm coming to you and I say I want the authentic you, I want the pure you. Hey, today is May 29th, 2024. We're not gonna have sexual relations until our wedding day of ooh
July 25.
Yeah, July 2025. I think that's gonna show you your strengths. It's gonna show him your willingness, and it also should show you that, dang, okay, maybe he wants to have a deep down serious soul connection before we lock souls, if that makes sense. But I
Hmm.
mean, as we often see nowadays, everybody want everything microwavable, instant. So is that urge or that instant gratification gonna be, well, I can't wait that long?
Well, some people it's sex blur your vision too, because sex can sometimes come in and outweigh the real, you know what I'm saying? Like the real connection, right? Because you
You're
can
not because
be
you're not
so yeah, go ahead.
you're only going to be connected to me sexually. You're not going to be connected to me emotionally, and let's go. You're not going to be connected to me spiritually. You're
Right.
just going to be connected as to our relationship that we have in the bedroom.
So I want you to stop having intercourse with me so I can basically get that connection. I want to let our souls meet, let our souls connect on
Yeah,
a deeper level, right? So we becoming best friends, we getting a better understanding, and then we add the intercourse because the intercourse ain't nothing but a bonus.
correct. Now you did say something that may become a little cloudy for some people because you're right. You wait 18 months, you wait a year, and it's woohoo. And y'all know what I mean. It ain't good. There's no satisfactory methods, no arousement, no pleasure. Like you said, how do you handle that situation?
Yeah, do you
Some folks say, hey, you got to test drive the car before you purchase it.
or do you get an annulment? I mean, do you is that person teachable where you can say, look,
I,
because I guess that's where communication come in. You just say, hey, this is what I like. This is what gets me ready. Most men don't know. Some people, okay, let's go here. Some, and I've heard dudes, say it coming up. I grew up a little tomboy, so I had all male friends. Well, not all, but majority male friends. And they would be like, man, I went to hit this girl. She was dry. Da 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 da. Dude, you gotta warm the engine. If you don't know, like you gotta do foreplay, you gotta do X, Y, Z. You can't just jump in there and talk about you finna penetrate and you ain't did nothing to get that person. Like foreplay starts during the day. So it's like I guess that's where that communication comes in. Like you gotta warm the car up before you drive off. In the wintertime. You gotta warm the car up.
so you saying
So
what you're saying is like that old deuce and a quarter. You got to prime it before it's ready to roll.
yeah, what woman you done just jumped off into? I mean, some people, women is naturally, or whatever. But I mean, and if a person, you talk to a person anyway throughout the day or
It's
whenever before time, and it ain't always got to be a sexual conversation. Some people, like I say, if you could stimulate a person's mind, their body gonna follow.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you just talking about anything, you can be like, damn. I always said I'm a sapiosexual. I always said that. This podcast know that. I'm
Sapiosexual.
attracted to intelligence. So if you could hold a conversation with me and talk to me, more than a surface conversation, if I'm dealing with you like that, let me put that out there because can't nobody, no stranger, nobody.
Disclaimer.
Right, disclaimer. But if I'm dealing with you in that manner and you can grasp my attention, of course, the middle part of my body gonna react. So that's why I say it's not always um having a sexual conversation. It can be more.
Yeah, man. I want our audience to jump in. I mean, there you go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got somebody on the hotline. All right, what we got? I was watching something that stated God meant for us to experience one person that way. We're never comparing partners. Mm. Mm.
So
Ooh.
Had to make the Scooby Doo sound. All right, let me read that one more again. I was
read it.
watching something that stated God meant for us to experience one person. That way, we're never comparing partners.
Yeah, that's basically just saying you finding that perfect soulmate that you experiencing and you having them for the rest of your your life. That way you can't just say okay, you know what I'm saying? This nigga was this way, this dude, or not say nigga, this dude or this male was this way, and this person was that way. So it's like, and I've met people who've been with somebody from high school till now, like 25 years together, and they never had another person. So if they never had another person, like you say, you can't never compare them to somebody because you only had that one person. But it ain't like that in these times because people done dated other people. It would be beautiful if it was like that. If we could just meet our soulmate off the rip, that would be beautiful. But I guess we got to go through something to know something, right? That's where wisdom comes in at.
That's exactly because absolutely, Mr. Patterson, exactly what you say. Yes, that's what it was said and meant to be, but that's few far in between nowadays. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you know what I'm saying? It is in an ideal world, in a perfect world, absolutely. You just get
Right.
one partner and y'all kick your feet up and ride off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it's we all know times have changed, especially from the aspect of a lot of the biblical aspects, a lot of stuff that we were supposed to do, we didn't do. So you know what I'm saying. But you're right, you should never compare, but that element is there.
I mean, even if you had more than one though, you still shouldn't compare. Cause I wasn't there going to something new or whatever the case and be like, oh well, in my mind, oh it ain't. You know what I'm saying? No, what was in the past stays in the past, and what's new is what's new. So whatever is based off of the present.
Oh,
I just can't do that because
Yeah,
then I feel like you're getting the short end of the stick when you start
yeah,
comparing and
yeah.
contrasting.
There you go.
Just start where you at.
Oh yeah, y'all come on in, come on in, come on in.
Oh,
The
yeah.
topic
So
today is if a man asks you to wait, would you? We need to hear from y'all ladies. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all out there got out there twiddling your thumb. Hey, if you won't do it, just say you won't do it. It's okay. This is a safe space. This is a space, as Dr. Phil McGraw said, this is a safe space.
right.
Because I know
I mean,
some of y'all looking at that topic like, man, I know I can't wait. Hey, we
I
want to hear
can
from
do it.
y'all.
I can do it. So I'll give my opinion. I will do it because, like I say, I mean, I don't know. That's just me. If we started off and then it wanted to be cut off
Hmm.
because we
Hmm.
want to make that night special, I can do it. Or if I meet somebody and then that's they, what I'm saying, that's they outlook or they outtake on life to say, hey, I'm walking my journey with God and I, want to be with you, or we've been communicating back and forth, and that person say, hey, I don't want to, have sex into a marriage, then that's a beautiful thing. I will respect that. But then here's the gamble side of it. How you know this man gonna want to marry you? You might could be
Ooh.
celibate for 2, 3, 4 years waiting on him to come and say, will you marry me? And it may never happen. Because sometimes later on down the line you find out that you're not equally yoked.
Yeah. I was waiting. See, now she warming up, ladies. Come on in. Cause she just opened another door to Pandora's box. This joker tell you to wait and he don't marry you, then whoa, you feeling some type of way. We gonna keep it real because you already know what you the first thing gonna come to your mind. I knew I should have called Jody. And if
Right. Or
y'all
then
don't
do you
y'all don't
right,
know
because
who
then it's
Jody
like
is,
cause some people they start having a hot girl summer, like, oh look, I didn't waited, but this could be another topic. Like, how long do you wait for a person to
well, we know
be like,
we can touch on that during this show.
yeah, it's like how long do you wait for a person to
2 weeks.
marry you? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, do people really know? Like in the first 6 months, let's say 6 months, that like, you know what, I really then him or her or whatever the case, I feel like they married, potential marriage potential. So it's like, how long do you wait? Because I'm not a career girlfriend. I'm
Hey,
not.
most women that I mean, I know a lot of not a lot of folks I know. They say 3 years.
Yeah,
When
that's
they
three
say when
years.
they start, they say when they seriously start dating,
Yeah,
and dating as they would say the term they use these days, dating with intentions. You got 3 years. You got that
yeah,
first year to know me. You got that second year for us to really, you know what I'm saying, understand each other. Because that first year is gonna be, ooh, you gotta learn the dislikes, the likes, the ends, the ain'ts, you gotta learn that, you gotta learn it. That second year should see some growth. In that third year, you should be ready. I
you
got I
should
got a
be
couple
right.
home girls that's really serious about that 3 year rule and they stick to it.
Right, right. I agree. I agree with that. You
Like you
got
say,
3 years.
you're not gonna make me a career, like you just said, a career girlfriend.
Yeah, but some people comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? And that's to each his own. That's not. I'm not downing nobody who have done it or is doing it currently doing it. I had an auntie and an uncle who did it to death. I mean, to death did them part for real. They never got married, but they stayed together till she passed away. So 30, 40 something years. But so I mean, it's to each his own. If it works, do it. If it don't, figure it out. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, like going back to the topic, I really can be I really can be celibate or whatever you want to call it for until that time. And that's just something I would have to, what I'm saying, process. It's other ways to be intimate though without being intimate.
Oh yeah. It's all
You know what
about
I'm saying?
it's all about mental resolve.
Yeah,
And
because you
that
could
that's
always stimulate a person's mind.
and,
I
and people
mean,
and like I
they
said, people be so quick, and I guess it ties into the topic. They be so quick to rush in relationships. I mean, when you rush into it, it's not gonna work. You know what
well,
I'm
why
saying?
you say it's not gonna work?
Because I think,
I'm gonna have a caveat to
oh
that.
yeah,
Go
because I'm
ahead.
about to say what you just said.
Come
Caveat,
on, you know I'm country. Come on.
hey, let me stop playing. Let me be serious. No, I mean I think I've seen trends where people rush in relationships and it just flatline because you're going out there for that temporary moment of fulfillment. And like I say, it may some that have rushed, it may have worked. I'm just talking about few folks that I know. They ran 100 miles an hour when that thing crashed. It crashed before it can even get started. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like you say, that communication, that understanding, that let us learn each other because you gotta learn me from within. I gotta learn you, and I gotta be like I don't like you say you gotta have that them surface conversations can't work. You gotta say, hey, I notice you do this, but that kind of irked me, and vice versa. And I think people just gotta have that realistic conversation between
Well,
themselves.
yeah, in the beginning, why not have those realistic conversations though? Like, what's your triggers? What's your do's? What's your don't? What's your boundaries? You know what I'm saying? All that can be spoken. Like I said, I've seen people who been with somebody a week and know, or 2 weeks and be like, okay, I'm locking you in. I already know what I want. Boom, 2 months, 6 months down the line, they engaged. Boom, a year they married, and they've been together for 20 years. It's a beautiful thing. But I think it all starts with having that friendship. So I wouldn't say it's bad to fast track because I've seen it work.
I'm a
But
I'm a
in
slow
that fast track stage, maybe you got to communicate and ask the right questions.
yeah. I'm slow rolling, baby. Slow rolling.
What's slow rolling?
Hmm?
Like, how do you
You're gonna
like
be a,
when you
you're gonna be a
slow rolling?
you're gonna be a
When you
career
slow
girlfriend.
rolling, how long does it take you to give somebody a girlfriend title?
10 years.
Oh hell no! You
Hey, y'all know. Look, man, we man, look, it's feel good Wednesday. No, let me stop. Hey, that's a great question.
right? Because are you dating with the intention?
If you're
Like,
like,
what you dating for?
yeah, and we go back and forth with this. If you're dating with intentions, yes, I think within in a couple of months, she may earn that title as girlfriend.
So
But I
you
ain't gonna say
feel
you
like
my
in the
girl. I
first
ain't gonna
couple
say
of
you.
conversations, you get to know who a
Yeah,
person is.
yeah. I ain't gonna say you my girlfriend after 2 weeks.
What is she?
we go, we go together
What
real
is she
bad.
real bad, right? So, but I'm saying, are you basing it off of like if a person can change within 3 to 6 months?
Absolutely.
Because you feel like in the beginning stage they are really like, okay, man, I like her, I like him, so I'm gonna do what it is to keep them, you know what I'm saying, smile and keep them in this happy phase, and then boom, when I get comfortable, now you see who
And let
I
me say,
really am.
and let me say this,
We got to get to Keisha thing, but
oh
come
yeah,
on.
okay. Let me we can get the key. Then y'all, I'm gonna cut up some more. All right, Miss
Okay.
Thomas said I definitely do, but communication is definitely key. If you feel like it's not going to work out, like I said the last episode, bow out respectfully, but tell me if your mind has changed and you got
Communication.
communication. Now let me break this down let me break this down in a couple fractions. Appreciate you, Miss Thomas, for joining us. You know, get your popcorn ready. We're gonna smile and laugh. Um, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm gonna look at the first phase where you say, if you feel it's not going to work, bow out respectfully. Now, to kind of elaborate on what Crystal said, is that open form of communication in the beginning. It's that back and forth.
Right.
Because if I and I would say it like this: if I lay it out on the table and you lay your stuff out on the table, it shouldn't be no variables that we're missing. And I mean, you got to talk about A through Z. Now,
Even them uncomfortable conversations.
mm-hmm, don't let it be a dumping session. I think we said that last episode. You
Mm.
ain't gonna tell what you did from 19 all the way up into 2000, but you're gonna communicate. You're gonna communicate your thoughts. You're gonna communicate what you're looking for. You're gonna communicate your intent, and you should be receptive of that person's dialogue and intent. And hey, this is what I'm doing. And then the elephant in the room, and we see this happening a lot because we was going to talk about this because we had several titles we were going to get at. Man, you got to talk about them kids if kids are involved. You got to understand that, hey, is this person going to rock? Is you understand you rocking with me? I'm a package deal. And I think a lot of folks miss that part because, like you said, they're dating you for you, but you got to understand that I'm a package. And eventually, once we get to wherever we going on that path and that journey, then I may introduce you to my kids. Because you not meet them out the gate. No way, shape, form, or fashion. Because you may just
But
be.
is it a
Go ahead, come on.
let's go back to Steve Harvey, right?
All right.
So he also said, why wait? Why somebody gotta wait to meet your kids? It's either gonna work or it's not. So they can get her in the beginning or they can get her in the end. I don't think it's a set time frame on when somebody need to meet your kids because either way, it's gonna either be successful or it's gonna fall apart. So you rather you meet them in the beginning, it is what it is, or you meet them down the line and then the shit fall apart. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
I think you got the point. Yeah, you're very valid point. I think it's a moment of knowing that scope that you're looking for.
Right, because if you have a sense of discernment, you gonna know.
You're
Like
right.
like I feel people energy. You know they vibe. Like I know if they, you know what I'm saying, kind of like all right. So
I'm the same way.
yeah,
I just
sometimes
had
know
that.
like
It,
nah.
yeah, it's internal. If my spirit don't agree with you, just don't agree with you. I'm just
Right,
gonna be 100%
right.
honest. Or I'm gonna
Yeah.
if I get that little ear wheel or that little sideways vibe, hey, keep it pushing. We pushing P. But I think this is just me speaking.
Hmm.
I think sometimes if you're not careful, people can play off your kids.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna be all in. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be all in. I'm gonna get on the little floor and play with little Johnny and hey, we're gonna go out there and throw football and hey, little Jane, I'm gonna braid her hair and play with the baby dolls. it could be part of the game. That's why I say you, like you just said, that discernment, that understanding. Okay, let me really see how you act. Because then guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna ask how you act with your children.
Right.
See,
Exactly.
that's when them two worlds gonna collide. Because don't be over here being the hero and you a zero to your kids. But we're gonna get the Hurricane underscore 81. Hurricane 81. What you was a tropical storm and you upgraded to a hurricane. I don't know who you, but y'all know I like to play. So I always despise timetables, especially when Steve Harvey came with the 90-day rule. All right. Think like a man, act like a man.
Act like a
Hey, whatever he said it was. I believe energy and communication are what determine a long-term relationship, regardless of sex. Be upfront with expectations.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Hey, TT Pool. What up, bro? But yeah, I mean, I 100% agree with that. That 90-day rule. I guess it just all depends on your energy and your communication. Like if you vibe and if you feel like you want to have a one night stand, or you feel like they, a person know, I know a woman know.
Say it one more
I'm a
time.
woman.
Say it one more time.
A woman know by the end of that day or that visitation or whatever it is, if they gonna drop them. You already know. If the vibe is there, the communication, the chemistry is there. Whether you feel like, okay, it's gonna be a one night stand or it's gonna be it might last forever. I can only speak from experience. A one night stand got me 15 years. But I mean,
so you was bust down Tatiana?
I did.
you was what's my girl? What my girl? Big sexy.
Mm-mm.
Hey, well, man, hey, see y'all. One thing, y'all, we
I
gonna
play too much.
Yeah, y'all know we gonna
We
laugh.
ain't talking about me.
Y'all know we gonna laugh.
We're not talking about me. I'm just playing. Y'all don't take me serious.
We y'all know we bust out laughing on here. But yeah, I mean, what you just said is very. And going back to the previous comment, man, the expectation, the transparency up front.
Yeah, it have to be. Do you want the same thing I want?
And I would say this: if you really, and if you're a person that struggle with your thoughts, because there are people that struggle with articulating their thoughts, man, write that mess down on some paper and hey, and hand across the table and say, all right, hey, because it is a true story. Hey, you know me, I'm gonna cut up. But you know, people really, this is true. So it is true. It has been said that people articulate their thoughts better when they write them down.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. Because if I'm communicating with you, right, not to cut you off, but if I'm communicating with you and I know it's like a important topic or a deep conversation, or it's like a kind of like a disagreement or something, me myself, I'm more likely to write it down, because if I write my thoughts down, then everything I want to say is going to be able to come out. I can convey it, right? As if I'm talking to you and then you jumping in, not saying you interrupting, but you jumping in, speaking your piece or whatever, I may lose my train of thought. And then by the time the conversation over, I done hung up the phone or walked away, whatever the case may be, I'm like, dang, I needed to say this, or I forgot to say this. So that's me. I will most definitely, I am one of those people who have to write it down if I want
to. And there's nothing wrong with it, because
some people
just can't come off the dome. And like you said, they get in the conversation, they get involved in the conversation, they get their thoughts going, and they get stuck on what they're really trying to say. So even like I said, if you have to get that pen and write it down, like, you know what? Okay, let me hit this. You know what I'm saying? And that person should respect you if they really understand they're trying to learn you. Okay, I see he or she like to write their thoughts down. To me, that's a plus. Because I don't want to be sitting there trying to have a conversation with you and you just sitting there with a death stare like.
Right.
And like you say, you get another key point, another gem. When a person is speaking, don't interrupt them. Don't let them speak their piece and say what they're looking for. And you'll know when they're done speaking, and then you know what I'm saying? Then you give your response. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're paying attention and you're listening to what they're saying, you'll be able to respond with more authentic, that real you instead of some made up stuff. Oh, well, I'm gonna just say this, man.
But
She said,
sometimes we listen to respond, not to understand.
mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I gotta defend, or I gotta jump in there, I gotta say because I don't like what you're saying. So let me just get my piece out. No.
And you know how we do. If the conversation don't make sense to me, I'm probably gonna I'm already tuned out.
Right.
Now if it's making sense and you got my attention and you got my you got my thoughts and okay, oh okay, didn't expect that. I'm gonna sit. Oh, all right.
And then I'm gonna ask you what I thought I heard you say was,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say it, and you can say, oh yeah, that's what I was saying, or no, this is what I said, or this is what I meant, because I want to get clear, precise, you know, communication. I want to make sure I'm understanding what you putting out.
Like say it all the time, but that communication doing just like this, it will never be any issue. If those frequencies going back and forth, it would never be any issues. When that frequency, when it start getting to that dead point and that dead head and it ain't moving, that's when you start seeing all the issues. But man, like I say, this show we always talk about it. When life talk, communicate to whoever you dealing with. Let them know how you feel, what you feeling, and what you want to experience.
Don't shy away from
Yeah,
it. Some people be scared. Uncomfortable is good. I tell people all the time, uncomfortable is good.
like you
You
said
might
it.
don't like the response, but at least you said it. At least you got
Come
it
out,
out. It's off your chest.
come out your element. If you're a traveler and he or she is not a traveler, you're gonna have to open them up. You're gonna have to warm them up to understand that, hey, I'm not used to this, but I would love to experience it with you. Or I ain't never really did this, but I
I'm
want you to show
open.
me. I'm open
Right.
to it. I want you
Show.
to show me. Don't just
Be
be
teachable.
don't be, oh no, I ain't doing that. Now I'm gonna tell you, I ain't never ate no octopus and I ain't eating none. Calamari, so I'm just letting y'all know. No. That's my hard line. No.
So you say, wait.
No.
When you say octopus, are you meaning the middle part of a woman's body?
No, I'm talking about octopus, the little thing with the eight in the little
Oh, you mean in food?
yes.
Oh, okay. That's what I
Look,
okay.
look at you.
Clarification.
Look at
See?
you.
No, I had to ask because you put that out there, so I was asking. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. To each his own. Everybody don't get
Hey,
down with that, and
hey,
that's cool. That's okay.
I, I, I know about the candy liquor.
So yeah, okay, we can.
Hey, all right,
Okay,
what we
yeah,
got?
it's tough. Yeah, it's tough for many with rejection, especially men. With experience, you find out women are also intimidated.
Mm-hmm.
Amen, calamari.
I'm not eating fried calamari. I'm there. Yeah.
So what you got for this one?
All right. Let me run it back. Let me make sure I process. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for men with rejection, especially men with experience. You find out women are absolutely. And I've always lived by this is the creed that I've always lived by. A woman can't say but yes or no.
Yeah.
That's all she could say. So if you and I've never been intimidated. All you can say is yes, I'm interested. No, I'm not interested. But I always say it. If she give you 2 minutes of conversation, that door is open.
What they say, if she looked, she took.
You better stick a fork in you because I'm coming.
Put a smile.
Yeah, and I think
Man, but yeah, some women can be, are intimidated or whatever.
yeah, and we all are human beings. That's the that's the easy part.
And that
Yeah, you're right.
that'd be a blow to your
You're
ego.
right because when you walk off and you already know what you're gonna do, you're gonna be like, damn, well, hey, hold on, that's your natural instinct. But all you gotta, hey, you're gonna take that hard no and go back and sharpen your game and come back even stronger next time. And especially if it's a person that you may cross paths with again, or somebody you don't had your eye on. So you're absolutely right. If you don't have your eye on a person and you get that first no, You gonna try again, or you waiting to see if that person, you know what I'm saying, she over there dealing with this little old ragamuffin. I'm gonna just call him a ragamuffin. It didn't. Woo, Lord, bro.
My brother was typing this for a long time.
Man, he spent 8 minutes,
Let
33 seconds on this one.
me, you finna read it or you want me to?
You ain't got your glasses. I know I got
I
you.
don't.
All right. Long live Maisie. Let's rock and roll. Okay. I haven't heard what anyone else said. So I'm responding to the title. In the Nation of Islam and a few other cultures, when a man and woman show interest in one another, they have to go through what's called courting.
Mhm.
This is when everything they do is basically chaperoned by three people, one to live with both parties and one to go out with them. This is to ensure that sex doesn't take away the true essence of love and to ensure that you keep the promise you made in front of God.
I can dig that.
You don't went
I
deep on
mean, yeah, that's they culture. I mean, like I said, I can do it. I have strong will. I can like if somebody was to tell me that, and like I said, I'm dating them or we in that courting phase, um, then yeah, I can go without having intercourse. I mean that only make you stronger in other areas to focus on. Whether it's work, if it's entrepreneurship, if it's becoming stronger in your faith, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It can give you that time in that moment to say, hey, I'm strong in these areas. I don't have time to think about that because I'm using my energy into something else. But then it goes to say too, in that, like he's saying, the Nation of Islam and a few other cultures, they have
Mhm.
it, where the people stand with them. But think about us common folk, right?
Mhm.
You don't know if and when a man gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Will you marry me or whatever the case? He said, or he well, you do you do have that in Atlanta, them downloads. But it's just like, damn, you trying to figure out if how I guess that goes back to say how long it's gonna take for a person
Mhm.
to even ask you that. Especially if you feel like everything is flowing. Like I always say, you always evaluate the relationship. Whether it's you do it at 3 months, you do it at 6 months, you doing it at a year, however you do it, a year, two, every annually, whatever. So that's when you communicate and say, hey, is it going, according to your plan or according to your likings or whatever the case? Because then that gives you an opportunity to step your game up, fix it, or everything's perfect and it don't need nothing else. But that's why I don't put a time on a relationship. I mean, it's a beautiful thing can happen in a week's time or 2 weeks time. It just all depends on how you want to put it. My cousin broke up with that girl because she wouldn't wait. Mm. Some girls won't. They be wanting it when they want it. And it's like I said, especially if you sleeping in the same bed with that person and you used to be, cuddling or whatever. Can you cuddle without not doing nothing? If they mentally stimulate your mind and it's taking you there, are you disciplined enough to, you know what I'm saying? To hold out. It's a lot that comes into play. Then your mind be wondering too, because it's like, man, I'm he said, well out, cousin. Oh Lord. I'm not playing with you, brother. But then it be like, dang, like in the back of your mind, you be like, well, I'm holding out. But you know what I'm saying? Is this person really, this person really want that? Is this person really gonna say one day, I wanna, marry you? Or what if you get it? What if you wait and then the night of your wedding, like you say, it's trash? Then what do you do?
That's
That's
when
the
you got.
thing.
That's when you got to draw that hard line in the sand and say, "Hey."
You get an annulment? No, I'm just playing. You have to really put an effort on both parts and truly lock in. There are some who wait until they get the prize and still be on bullshit. That's true. You have to put in the effort, both parties. If this is what you want, if you see somebody, you digging them, you liking them, y'all conversating. Most definitely, if you dating with an intention, you gonna lock in, you gonna put in the work. Yeah, you can wait and then the person be on some bull. Or they can say, "Here, I got it and I'm gone."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So like I say, that's why I say that scale. That
Yeah,
scale is always there. So you got to know, hey, they in it to win it, or they just in it to bing. I got another notch in my belt. Goodbye.
exactly, exactly. So I mean, it's a catch-22. It's a gamble. It's a gamble. Like I said, I'll wait. But that's just me. I'll wait. If I'm really digging that person, if I'm really like JT says, what my city girl say, I like you real bad. If I like you real bad, or if I'm in a position to where I love you, and this is what you want, I'm gonna respect that. I'm gonna honor that. So I'll wait.
It's
That's
got
just
to
me.
it's got to be that mutual understanding.
It has to be because if you going, you know what I'm saying, if you doing it to become closer with God or whatever the case, or build a deeper connection, then I can't do nothing but respect that. Maybe I'm gonna be like, okay, I respect it, and I'm gonna ride this journey with you. What we doing? What chapter
Mm-hmm.
of the Bible we reading tonight? You know what I'm saying? What church we going to Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. That ain't everybody. Everybody want it. Like you say, this time and age, it's microwave. It's a gamble. You can bust down, and then a person won't call you no more. But that's the chance you take.
It's that 50-50.
Hmm?
But yeah, y'all, we don't
But
ran
no
up.
relationship is 50-50. You know, I always speak on that. No relationship is 50-50.
Which one to be 100?
No, it could be 80-20. You might need me more one day than I might need you. So I
What if
might
it's
be pouring into you one day more. So it could be 50-50. It could be 80-20. It could be 40-60. It's
can it
just whatever the need of that person for that day.
can it be 99-1?
Yeah, I could be like, babe, I don't feel good today. I need you.
We got
Feed me some soup. Rub my back.
you. What you want you want some broccoli and cheddar soup?
Yeah, bring me a medicine ball. I be a whole baby when I'm sick. I'll be like, fly me to my grandma.
Hey,
Fly me to my mama. Because I don't feel good.
that
I would
nurturing.
call I would call Jazz and be like, Jazz, um my I'm telling you, dead serious.
Oh, well, the thing went to spinning. Hurricane say, I like that idea. I heard it and thought it was pretty cool.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She mess around all the time, but like 50-50, 70-30.
I mean, it is because you got to think about
Oh,
it.
yeah. You're absolutely right. I'll be cutting up. But yeah,
Mhm.
because like I say, some days the other person may have to carry the load.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people forget that. A lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah. And people think a relationship is a partnership. It's not a partnership, it's a covenant between two people.
You let
We
these new,
ain't partners. That means you ain't
mm-mm.
my
you
partner.
let these new age folk tell it it's a business. It's a business. We in business together.
Right. No.
Hey, yeah,
You
man,
my
we appreciate
babes.
y'all. We started late, but we gonna give y'all that overtime. We owe y'all 17
Yeah.
minutes. Y'all could have been anywhere else on this lovely Wednesday evening. Uh, Another episode of Win Life Talk, man. Like, subscribe, share. Hey, hit that follow button. Y'all got our social media handles. Hey, follow Thal Magazine, J Jack in the background. We always here for y'all. Like I said, we wouldn't be nothing without y'all. This show is about y'all. So the interaction is what keeps us going. We're gonna get on here, we're gonna
Right.
laugh, we're gonna have those tough conversations, we're gonna have those real conversations, but we want y'all to walk away at the end of the show. Well, you done picked up some gems. We don't put some on your mind that you ain't thought about before. Business is what I've heard. Absolutely. Some folks, I'm gonna tell you, they out there now,
Business proposition.
man.
Well, we seeing a lot of that being military.
Yeah, it's some stuff out there now that folks like, look, this is a business. Hey, do we need to sign contracts? Because like they said, it was one episode, I can't remember where I was watching. Most states you have to renew your license every 3 to 5 years. So they was like, do you need to renew that person every 3 to 5 years? So, I mean, it's a lot of different variables out there. There's a lot of different thoughts out there. There's a lot of different ideas out there in the world nowadays. I tell anybody, this is just my philosophy. I'm still stuck with the old school principles. That's how I was raised. That's how the old heads gave us the game. You know what I'm saying? All that new stuff. I don't wear tight breeches. Nobody knocking nobody who wear tight breeches, but all that stuff. It's a basic principle and the foundation of what you believe in and how you're gonna approach your relationship when you're dealing with someone. And just make the best for you. Because what works for us may not work for you.
Right. You got to figure that out.
All we can say is what we do that's worked for us. And like I say, I'm going to date you 10 years. You know,
I ain't dating you 10 years. I'm not a career girlfriend. I am not a career girlfriend.
10 years. 3,650 days. And we got what? 10 years. So that means we're going to have 2 leap years in there. So 3,652 days. Let me stop playing. But yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. We glad y'all tuned in with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, ladies, so Mac, let's switch it.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, I'm on the spotlight.
Yeah, let's switch it. Can the man wait until marriage? Have intercourse?
I've been in the sandbox, so I got discipline. And I'm like you know me. Y'all should know me better than a lot of people. Know me better than some of my family. When you get to a certain age, you know what you can and you can't do. Now, if she'd asked me that question 20 years ago, it would have been Bishop Bullwinkle. Hell to the no. But as you grow and you mature and you understand yourself and you learn yourself, you know what you can do. Right. And you know what you're willing to do. Like I said, that discipline is within thyself. I say it all the time. Put that camera in your face. You know what I'm saying? Put that mirror on your face and look at yourself. You know what you can do. Now, and I'm going to say this. If it's the right one, yes. If it's the right one, yes.
Do it take for you to know?
Because I'm at an age now where I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn you, and I'm gonna get to understand you. I am a little young. Say that again.
What does that take?
You say, what does that take, or how long?
How long does that take for you to feel like you got to get to know somebody?
3,652 days. That's 10 years. No, I'm gonna be. Let me stop playing. I think it don't take long. I think those first couple of months, that baseline of that communication, that open-endedness, that, you know what I'm saying, that communication back and forth, that understanding that every day is not going to be a great day. Every day is not going to be peaches and cream. We're going to have the ups, the downs. We're going to go through the valleys. We're going to get down into the depths of the water. But if we really trying to build something, we're going to rise up. So like I say, I think in 6 months, you will know. You will know. And that just time, that just, like I say, that's just me. I'm gonna give myself about those 6 months to say, you know what? Okay, all right. But within that period, it may change. That timeline may move up because it may be a wow factor that, oh man, okay. She done picked up on my favorite color already. She done picked up on things that ain't judging the past that others never picked up on. You know what I'm saying? So it's
or willing to do.
Are willing to do, and it's showing me that person is into me. And like I say, you're going to know if it's for the moment or you're going to know it's for the long term, because guess what? If you start out, you got to continue to do it. So
what you did to get them, you got to do to keep them. Right.
Yeah, don't start out 100 miles an hour and then you break that thing down to below the normal speed. And I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. So that's just me. All right, what we got? Definitely, as a man who done it before, you have to be communicating and showing that the interest on both parties show interest in different ways. Absolutely. He just said a mouthful, man. Like I say, when we sit on this show and we just keep it real. 20 years ago, I didn't know how to communicate properly with women. I'm man enough to sit here and tell you that. And like I say, that was that young Thundercat in the military just going buck wild. It is what it is. Now that I'm older and understand how to communicate and how to talk and how to have relationship conversations and understanding and resolve and know, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't, ooh, Lord, she got a big old butt. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Getting fascinated with the outward appearance instead of the inner appearance. Because we all men, brothers. Y'all know y'all out there. Don't leave me hanging. Y'all know the first thing we look at that man. She got a fat ass. Dang, boy, she got okay.
Dressing them.
But you don't know. Like I say, that outside may look good, but that inside broke down. Then you, oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah. Are you intimidated by a challenge? Because some a man is used to being like the dominant factor, but you can get a woman that's what I'm saying, that's on your level. That's
oh
what I'm saying, that's gonna communicate when you communicate, that's gonna, give you that soft girl era, but at the same time, she on what you on. Some people get intimidated.
like I said earlier, a woman has never been able to intimidate me. All a woman can say is yes or no. And I'm gonna be honest, at this age, even in my young age, I used to love a challenge because that
Look me in
challenge gonna
my
make
eyeballs.
that challenge gonna make me elevate my game to that. Okay, you think you all that, huh? Let me show you.
Like, this what you on?
I'm gonna meet you right there in that space you own. You understand? You know
See, I
that.
was raised by my grandparents, so I always seen love. So love is beautiful.
Oh yeah,
So
like I
I
said,
don't shy away from it.
see, I grew up in the city, exposed to everything under the sun in Miami. Then, went to the country for a little bit when the elders got around there and got the knowledge from them. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, hey, it's all how you interpret it.
Right.
I mean, like
That's
I said,
it.
if it's easy, we all know times have shown stuff that come to you easy sometimes don't last. So you got to be in it for the long haul if you want it. You know what I'm saying? If you want it to last, if you want something, if you want that quality.
But see, a lot of people ain't willing to put in the work. Relationships,
Oh boy.
marriages, part. I mean, it's work. And if you're not willing to go through the trenches with a person, then I say don't jump into it, because the first sign of trouble, some people run. Oh, I'm done. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But if you're willing to go through the ups, the downs, the struggles, the ins and out, then that could be perfect. It could be beautiful because you're not willing to give up. You fighting for what you want. You fighting for what you initially signed up for. So I tell people when I talk to them, if you're not willing to go through some stuff, if you're not willing to stick it out, talk it out, go to a counselor about it, whatever the case, to make a relationship work, don't jump in one.
Oh yeah.
Don't jump in it.
It's okay, and it's okay. It's okay to, know what I'm saying, when you that dating phase or that courtship, as it was said earlier. Like I say, don't just jump in it. Take your time and say, okay, all right, I'm ready.
Okay, yeah, I've been trying to get him on TT. His work schedule been interfering, but yep, he gonna get on.
Yep, yep, yep.
But yeah, you just gotta put in the work. Be able to put in the work. Set your boundaries. What's your boundaries?
But
Say your triggers.
I
Say
got
your likes, your
I got
dislikes.
I got a good message about boundaries. We'll get into that next episode. It was a great acronym. They broke it all the way down, and I think some people don't understand that there are boundaries. There are expectations. There are limitations that you can set, and you just be upfront from the gate with it. Like I said, don't wait 1, 2, 3 months down the line and then want to open that door. Man, set that stuff out the gate. Just
Right.
hey, I'm just say it. And let that person adjust to you because that person, like I said, the person may not be used to it. Okay, I can respect that. Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna gain a tremendous amount of respect for that person.
Most definitely, especially if it's something new. You know what I'm saying? If you going into something different than you used to dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be open to conform. You have to be open to change. You have to be open to receiving something that you're not used to. That again, that goes back to that word being uncomfortable. It's cool. It's okay.
Step outside that box you used to.
You got to. My phone died, sis. This bro. Oh yeah, boundaries. Yeah, you gotta have boundaries.
He been on that phone all night. See, that phone died when he typed that 8-minute, 33-second message. Man, talking about his phone died. But yeah, man, yeah, boundaries, and it's okay. Boundaries are okay.
Yeah. You got to. I mean, hey, and a person gonna either respect it or not. They may don't be cool. You might say, you know what, we together. I don't want you coming in at 3, 4, 5 in the morning, right? There may be a boundary for them. So it's either you're gonna say, well, you know what? This is what I do. I ain't cutting that off. So
Hey,
what? And that could be a deal breaker. You might be like, okay, I'm out. I ain't gonna put up with that. Or you can be like, well, I don't want to be with a person who's argumentative all the time. I want to do whatever all the time. Yeah, let that be known. Unless it's Diddy.
no Diddy. Hey,
Right.
you're right. Man, we done all been through some stuff, man. Like you just said. At this age, it ain't nothing out there 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
But legs.
There's some open legs and trouble. You know what I'm saying?
It.
And like you say, hey, look, I'm used to being, say if you're dealing with somebody, I'm used to being out there. And she come along and say, hey, you know, can you get it home by 2 or 3? You know, if you respect her, you gonna.
Yeah, because that's me, like me. I'm going to come in and, I mean, I don't really do nothing here in Atlanta. So, but if I hang out 1, 2, if I'm with somebody, 1 or 2. If, me and my guy could say, okay, 2, if you're going out without me, can you be in the door at 1 or 2? I got you. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
I can compromise. If I'm with my family, I know for a fact, and I let that be known up front. If it's just me, 1, 2. But if I'm in my hometown and I'm with my family,
I see you when the sun come up.
yeah, it's like 3, 4, 5 for real. But if you my dude, you gonna be with me. 9 times out of 10, if you traveling home with me, you gonna be with me. So you gonna see how they move, how they roll. That's just it. We going from one spot to the next spot. Cause I don't hang out. I don't really go out when I'm here anyway. So when I get with my family, like that's my time to let my hair down and enjoy myself. Of course, I'm still gonna be respectful. I'm still gonna be crystal. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be who I'm. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna be out here wild and crazy and all that kind of crazy stuff. But I'm gonna have a good time with my family.
You're gonna be ladylike.
Most definitely every time. Nobody will never be able to come back and say I seen Crystal doing XYZ. No, whatever I did, you best believe you gonna know it. So
And
if somebody comes to you and be like, "Oh, she did," yeah, she already told me.
That's a powerful move. Like you say, grown women ain't got nothing to hide. Grown men ain't got nothing to hide. So that's a deeper part of this conversation as well. You know, folks. Mm-hmm. Hey man, when you get a certain age, there ain't nothing to hide. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing, and this where I'm gonna be at, and
because you got to think about it. If you start off with a lie, then you're gonna tell another lie to carry that lie, and another lie to carry the 2 lies, and now you believe in all the lies you done told.
And you're gonna forget what you first said.
So just keep it 100.
What Bill Duke told Kane and wrote all on Men Society, you know you don't fucked up.
Give people a choice. Give people a choice. And that's all this title comes back to. Giving people a choice. Hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm on my journey. I don't want intercourse until I get married. You with it or not? Give a person that choice. And then they can be like, okay, well, you know what? I ain't with it. I'm sorry. My willpower ain't that strong.
Now you done messed up the church and Monday. That's right. That's right. But yeah, man, we just have to open lines of communication, letting your limitations, boundaries, expectations, all that be known up front.
Right.
And be willing, like Crystal said, be willing to get uncomfortable. Be willing to talk about the things that you just don't feel you normally like to talk about. And if you can't articulate the stuff, like I say, we like to leave gems, man. Write it down, cross it out, then rewrite it to make sure what you really want to say, you have articulated on a piece of paper what you want to say. Because
Right.
when you leave a conversation, with, especially with someone that's you're trying to be your partner, don't leave no stones unturned. Because if you leave one unturned, you're gonna be wishing that you had to turn it over. Then it may be too late.
Hmm. Exactly.
Two adults should be able to have adult conversation from
That's it.
A to Z, Z back to A, and everything in between.
How to do that though?
But
They get
ladies,
scared.
yep, ladies and gentlemen, we done gave y'all that hour. We gave y'all that OT. We told y'all we was gonna make up.
Did.
Ain't gonna call my partner out for being late, y'all. I'm gonna
I
give.
know it was a bad accident. It was traffic. I literally pulled in my driveway. It's 6:55,
She
and
trying
then I had got comfortable in my car. I didn't took my hair out.
trying to get out that
Man,
tardy slip. I'm gonna give her
all
a
this
tardy
thick
slip.
hair is thick. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm
but
sorry
y'all,
I had y'all waiting.
we got 2 more episodes before we take our summer break. You know what I'm saying? A lot of traveling going on, during the summer. Give us time to get away, come back with some fresh, new, and exciting content. If you got anything that y'all want us to talk about over the next 2 weeks, man, hit us up. Let us know. Like I said last episode and continue to say it, there's still a lot of high school graduations going on around this beautiful world, this beautiful country. Most of the college grads have already graduated, so these high school babies are walk across these stages showing out. Parents, give yourself a tat on the back for the job that you've done. You know what I'm saying? Brother Wiley, you're late as late can be. I owe you a phone call too. I'm gonna text you after the show over. Hold me to it. Uh, leave no conversation open and question. Absolutely.
It got to
Absolutely.
be a whole understanding. Got to be had because um I don't want to be left in the dark. I need to be in the light. Like,
Everything
so
81 salute.
welcome.
We
We
appreciate
got
you.
the class of 2024. Yes, my fat graduated this year. Congratulations. Yes, Mag baby graduated from college. So yeah, congratulations to all the babies, high school, college.
Oh yeah. Hey man, like I say, things going on you believe in, man. Just stay prayed up, man. Hey man, prayer changes things. A lot of folks don't like to admit that, but trust me, it do. You may find you in a situation where you feel like you're back against the wall. You don't know how you're gonna survive. You don't know how you're gonna come out of what you in. I mean, if you get on your knees and you do what you got to do, you'll come out. I promise you that. Man,
Definitely will.
keep focused. We all have bad days. Like we said, this ain't we're humans. We're going through this life journey. We're not perfect. We don't try to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna give you gems and things that we have seen work for us and just pass along and see if you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's that time sometime, like I said, we're getting ready to go into that third quarter. We're getting ready to go into them summer months. So go ahead and get renewed, find you some energy. Take your vacation. I tell people, man, take vacations. Uh, live a little bit. If you live a little bit, you'll get out of that rut. You'll get out that funk you may be in. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need to get a breath of fresh air. Even if you don't go nowhere, go get your hotel room for a night. Get out the comfort of your own home and just turn your elements off. Just find your zen and get your breath of fresh air and find yourself.
That's it.
But other than that, y'all know we love y'all. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Get your popcorn ready. Oh man. Take it away, Crystal.
I mean, you didn't did the closing piece. It ain't too much more I can say, but pass the collection plate. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, y'all could have been doing anything else, but y'all rocked it out with us. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for having candid conversations with us. Like you said, we got 2 more episodes before we take our summer break. Tune in, lock in, share, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Thought Magazine is an umbrella of shows. It's not only One Life Talk. Check out the sports channel. Check out what is it? Rap with Cat.
Rap with Cat.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think she
just
coming on
do your
after us.
research. Yeah, she come on right. She probably on right now. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. We love y'all until next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, we out.
We out.